Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing about pumping lemma for context-free grammar. A context-free language can be recognized by a push-down automata. All words are recognized through either a finite path, through the automata for the words that are shorter than the pumping length, or a path that includes both a loop with pushes to the stack and another loop with corresponding pops. Push and pop have to balance in order to get an empty stack at the end. What does pumping lemma means? Lemma means a theorem. Pumping means that you have pumped the data and there will be a path in which one of the non-terminal repeats, which allow us to pump part of the word. Like the pumping lemma for regular languages, this theorem is usually used to show that a given language is not context free. Now, just take an example. We have AN, BN, CN. This requires that number of A, B and C are equal. That is, if number of A is 3, number of B and number of C should also be 3. Can we push two inputs or pop two outputs simultaneously in a stack? Answer is no. We can remember one of them on the stack, say number of A, and compare them to another, say number of B, by popping, but not with both B as well as C. How do we prove that AN, BN, CN is not regular? This can be proved with the help of pumping lemma for context-free grammar. Language L satisfies the context-free language pumping conditions if there exists an integer n greater than 0 such that for all strings W in L of length at least n, there exist strings U, V, W, Y, Z such that W is equal to U, V, X, Y, Z. That means we are dividing the entire string into 5 parts. V, X, Y is less than equal to n. V and Y are contained within n characters of W. These are not necessarily the first n characters of W. Vy is greater than equal to 1. Most important point, they cannot be both simultaneously epsilon. One of them can be epsilon but not both. For all I greater than equal to 0, U, V, I, W, Y, I, Z is in L. So these are the conditions for pumping lemma. Since at least one non-terminal will be repeated in the path of a parse tree, when W is equal to U, V, X, Y, Z is suitable long, there is a subtree of parse tree that can be pumped to generate longer and longer strings of the form U, V, I, X, Y, I, Z. Just see this diagram. In this diagram, the part of the parse tree which is repeating itself again and again is V, X, Y. Since this is repeating itself again and again, something is being pumped. Further, because the two instances of repeated non-terminals are separated by at least one level, then at least one of V or Y must be non-empty. How to show that the language is not regular? Let P be any number that is the pumping length. Find a representative string W of size greater than equal to P. Try always to break the string into U, V, X, Y, I, Z, satisfying the condition that V is greater than 0 or Y is greater than 0 or V and Y is greater than 0 and length of V, X, Y is less than equal to N. For every case of W, show that for some I, the string U, V, I, X, Y, I, Z is not in L and hence it yield contradiction with the pumping lemma. Now we will start with the examples of pumping lemma. First is to prove that AN, BN, CN, n greater than equal to 0 is not context free. Let's consider the case where W is A to the power P, B to the power P and C to the power P. We need to divide W into 5 parts, that is U, V, X, Y, Z, such that Vxy is less than equal to P and Vy is greater than equal to 0. There might be varying options for V and Y, that is value of V and Y may be homogeneous, value in continuation or heterogeneous. Just see this diagram. In the homogeneous set, we have that V and Y are in continuation, either they are part of string AP or they are in continuation partially belonging to AP and BP, or they are completely part of BP, or they are part of partially they are part of BP and partially they are part of CP, or they are completely part of CP. In case of homogeneous, we have Y as null and V part of A and B, or we have V as null and Y part of B and C. Consider A and B and C and for n equal to 5. We will be considering all the cases one by one. First case we are considering in which V and Y consist of A only. Here we have A5, B5, C5. We are considering among the 5A, 2 as U, single A as V, then a single A as X, and next A as Y. Since we are considering the case in which V and Y both belong to A set only and Z consists of B5, C5. We know that W is equal to U, V, I, X, Y, I, Z. So if we consider the case for n equal to 5, we get W is equal to double A, single A to the power I, single A to the power I, followed by 5B and 5C. For I equal to 1, the value which we get is A5, B5, C5, which is very much part of the language which is desired. For I equal to 2, now value of single A to the power 2, that means 2A corresponding to V and 2A corresponding to Y. So the output which we get is A7, B5, C5, which is not equivalent to AN, BN, CN. This is a contradiction. Now we consider second case. In second case, we are assuming that V and Y both are part of B only. Entire U belongs to A, V is of 2B, followed by X of single B and Y of 2B, and Z is from C. W is equal to U, V, I, X, Y, I, Z, and we put the value of I to both V and Y. For I equal to 1, W comes out to be A5, B5, C5, very much part of the language. For I equal to 2, the output which we get is A5, B9, C5, which is a contradiction. Third case will be when we will consider that V and Y both are part of C only. U is A to the power 5, B to the power 5, V, X, Y, Z all are from C itself. So we have single C to the power I, followed by a single C, followed by single C to the power I, and then double C as Z. For I equal to 1, the value which we get is A5, B5, C5, which is very much part of the language. But when we go in for I equal to 2, we get A5, B5, C7. Since this is not equivalent to A5, B5, C5, this is a contradiction. That means AN, BN, CN is not context free. Next we come to XY overlap between AP and BP. That means V consists of A and B both. So here we are considering U to be having 4A followed by V, which has 1A, 1B, followed by X, Y, single B, and then Z having 1B and 5C. W is equal to U, V, I, X, Y, I, Z. For I equal to 1, we get A5, B5, C5. For I equal to 2. Now, since AB is repeated twice, AB, what we get as output is A to the power 5, B, AB to the power 5, and C to the power 5, which is a contradiction. Then we come to fifth case in which we are assuming that V and Y consist of B and C. So here U is having 5A, 1B, followed by V with 2B, and here Y is having a overlapping of B and C. So Y has BC and Z has 4 C's. Now, if we go for I equal to 1, we get A5, B5, C5. But when we go for I equal to 2, since BC is repeated twice, it will have BC, BC. The output will be A5, B7, CB, C5, which is a contradiction. Now, we consider the case when one among V and Y is null. In this case, we are considering that Y is null and V is AB. It is overlapping. For I equal to 1, we get A5, B5, C5, and for I equal to 2, we get A5, BA, B5, C5, which is not part of the language. Consider the last case when we are assuming that V is null and we have only value corresponding to X. For I equal to 1, we get the value which is very much part of the language. For I equal to 2, we get A5, B5, CB, C5, which is not part of the language. Hence, taking into consideration all the 7 cases, we prove that AN, BN, CN is not context free. Now consider a case in many of the books or in many of the slides, you will come across the case where instead of taking value of n to be a finite value, we normally consider value of n to be k. So we are considering this case just in order to understand what exactly pumping lemma says when n is equal to k. Now we just consider that all A belong to one group of K, then B, and then C. We are assuming U is A to the power K minus 1, V is AB, X is B to the power K minus 1, Y is double C, and Z is C to the power K minus 1. Please remember, if I combine all these, I will get AK, BK, and CK. A to the power K minus 1 into A, that means to the power 1, so it will be AK itself. Likewise, B into B to the power K minus 1, it will be BK itself, and 2C into C to the power K minus 1 will be CK. So this is how we have divided this into 5 parts. For I equal to 1, see it thoroughly. We have A to the power K minus 1 into A1, B1 into B to the power K minus 1, C into K minus 2, which is equivalent to AK, BK, CK. If we go for K equal to 2, AB, which is as such V, will be repeated twice, and likewise CC, which is part of Y, will be repeated twice. What we get in the end is AK minus 1 into A1 into B into A into B to the power 1, BK minus 1, C4, CK minus 1. What we get at output is A to the power K, BA, BK, C to the power K plus 2, which is not equivalent to AK, BK, CK. Hence, we say that AN, BN, CN is not context free. This is proved for the cases when we assume that N is equal to K. So we have discussed pumping lemma for context-free grammar, which helps to identify that a given grammar is not regular. In the coming slide, we'll discuss about properties of context-free language. Thanks for